through it. So laning stage, Lifestealer should do alright against the Enigma. Later on in the game, the Enigma counters the Lifestealer as that massive damage dealer, plus your Rage doesn't mean crap, because this hero is just going to hold you in place. So with the CM pick, no counter, absolutely no counter to an Enigma BKB. The only things that could really counter you here are a Abyssal Blade on a Lifestealer, a Wild Venge Spirit coming in as well because of the ulti swap, the swap basically breaking the BKB, the Black Hole. But there's no room for these kind of heroes. So this Enigma pick, even though the Viper comes out, I just absolutely love it. I'm an Enigma fan, you know it, but
I am. But like,
I'm happy.
This is like the idea from Live to Win, though. They're presenting the fact that they don't want to fight into the idea of the late game Enigma, and they're trying to secure their lanes. They're going to be really strong and potent with, like you've mentioned already, like the CM, she has okay-ish wave clear for the Eidolons. The issue is she doesn't do enough damage independently to kill them off. So it's going to have to be a lot of teamwork between Lifestealer and CM to try and get them. But it's still a good Enigma lane. The Viper pick is just strong with the Tiny. A Phoenix 5 won't really be able to do much to enable that carry. So Little trying to get over the issue of, oh, wait, we're going to lose these big team fights with, if we crush the lanes and they never get to these timings, we can just, win the game. But look at the Enigma. There's one more pick for Liv to win. And all he needs right now all he needs to do right now to win this game is buy a blink. There's literally 2 stuns in the game, right? Avalanche, toss. They're the only 2 things that will stop Enigma from casting Black Hole. Like, yeah. It's very scary for Liv to win. They have doubled down on lanes, though, with this Viper pick.
And the thing is, with the Viper pick, do they go out of Atos? Do they go Mechanism? Which one matters more to this team? Sustain or an extra catch / stun / TP cancel? Because they really lack on the stun department. And since this Viper is most likely going to be Afterlife in the off lane, Brame is just going to pick a strong laner against this hero, and they go for Ursa.
Yeah, Ursa is one of the rising heroes at the very end of this patch, just for the idea of just fully locking down that one core. Great against Fen, also great against Lifestealer. Lifestealer might have to itemize hyper defensively now, going for Armlet, Halberd, AC, and these are the type of items where suddenly you're not feeling too great going into the big team fight that they have on Brame. So yeah, I like the idea of the Ursa pick, but how well is he going to do in a lane against a Viper? I don't think it's going to be too great. So unless Brame tri-lane, because Enigma can then relieve pressure by playing independently, then yeah, I think actually if Brame tri-lane this, they can easily kill the Viper a lot. And that's maybe what they're going to set up, especially with the Enigma pick.
Yeah, it's doable. They can also flex Phoenix into a 3. Says there's no Egg Destroyer except for the Lifestealer. Put Spartan on the Enigma role, because he also plays Enigma, which is the benefit of Brame here, having a 3 and a 5 Enigma player in your team. So that's what they can also spice this draft up with, is keep the Earth Spirit as a 4, flex the Phoenix and the Enigma, depending on how do we get the best lanes out of it. If we really need to win Ursa's lane, we put Enigma as a support. If we want to tri-lane with Ursa, we can do it. Put the Enigma alone against whatever he wants to go up against. Which one matters more, the Ursa's item timings or the Enigma's item timings? And we get a CK. Now I'm thinking mid Ursa safe lane CK, or is this a support CK? What the heck's going on, TeaGuv? Like,
it's most likely a
massive
support.
Flex.
I'd say it's most likely a support CK, right? With
yeah,
the Wish mid Earth Spirit. That's kind of my feeling right now. It's Phoenix 5, Enigma 3, CK 4, Wish playing the Earth Spirit, and then Ursa carry.
Oh, and, I don't know.
Yeah.
There's so much to it. Honestly,
it's fight. This is beautiful to see, just the idea of the aggression, but it's all unlocked around the idea that this Enigma pick, it is being picked into no strong laning counter, but also the fact that it allows for the greediness of the CK support. This Ember pick, very, very strong to deal with the overall lack of lockdown they have. Right. It is going to be the mid-Earth Spirit.
It's very the mid-Earth Spirit. Woo!
There we go. This is good stuff. This is great. I love watching core Earth Spirits because they can be, a really dominant force, and this is what they needed on Brame's lineup. They needed just all-out aggression, and they have the counters. No, it's fine. No, please, I'm happy. I was basically giving your excitement levels, but in a more grounded level way. You have to show the passion, man. That's the key thing. People love it when you show your passion, and yeah, I'm not sounding that excited, but I I love the idea of Brame's draft. They really do tick a lot of boxes.
Exactly. Just the idea of how much flex they have in this draft and have all the options for them. How does it play out, though, is a completely different question. But what I see is what is really, really a sight for sore eyes, if that's the way, the correct way you put the expression. The big question is this a Game 3 winning draft for Liv to win, actually?
The issue is, like, I feel like they have a lot of hurdles to get over, right? Like, they're basically a laning dominating draft, and like Lifestealer needs to find farm, Viper needs to crush his lane. Like, if Viper doesn't crush his lane and he just gets tri-laned, Lifestealer still needs to farm. Viper's going to be soon in that supporting role, and the Ember has all this pressure on himself. They have no black hole cancel. Literally, the only black hole cancel they have on a third pick Enigma is Avalanche and Toss on the Tiny. Like, that is crazy to think about. Like, Liv to win, they have put themselves in such a difficult position of just out executing and out playing for the entire game. Because if they ever make a mistake and Brame get to like 2-3 items on their cores, it's just too easy for Brame to win. And also we got a mid-earth spirit, so woo!
And we also got a mid-earth spirit, so definitely spiced up for that. Get your Monster energy drinks ready for game number 3 between Brame and Liv to win. As already mentioned, and we'll mention it again, winner goes to the playoffs to face off against Yellow Submarine. And the loser will still have a second chance tomorrow in the decider match. We will find the opponent for either team from the series played after this one, which is going to be the victor of that one. To play in that series, the winner goes against Viking GG, so you would love to take this win here to go up against Yellow Submarine, a team of, would say, same level. Viking GG is a monster of a team to fight against, so you would love to win this game right here.
Thing is that, like, I think if you're first or second in this and you get to the playoffs, like Yellow Submarine or Viking, you're both equally as strong in that kind of best of 3 ability to, like, just to bring the best in that kind of critical moment. So yeah, it's gonna be scary either way. They slow down Spartan, they get the toss off, and that is.
I love that. Immersion was holding on to the toss point for like as long as he could. That Crystal Nova Slow was enough to catch the Phoenix, but Toss has been leveled up. Usually you do always level up Toss. Sometimes you might go for Avalanche, get those body blocks, but I see Toss is much better as a level 1 ability. Sadly, no kill. Focus wants to high five, but Afterlife ain't giving it.
No high fives today.
No,
but that is a clear demonstration of why not pre-leveling going to lane may allow you to live. Spartan doesn't level up the Fire Spirits as a default laning thing. He goes for that Icarus dive as he gets jumped on, so he can survive. So good stuff.
And by the looks of it, a tri-lane is happening. Stomanen is moving towards bottom. Gonna take the long route.
Important thing here is, if you look at Skylark right now, the play here is simply, it's an age-old thing since last TI. You spawn your Eidolons, you body block really heavily in the hope to then get that second Eidolons off. He's actually missed this a little bit, so he's not going to be able to do it because he was a bit late to the Eidolon spawn. But his plan here is to then get that Eidolon back onto the second creep and then send it over to block the small camp and the hard camp.
Yep.
And look at him trying now.
Damage applies right away. There's the Earth Shock. The stun from CK, looking for first blood on Afterlife. Spartan focus, they get the job done. And Brame score the first kill of the game.
Yeah, and this was the expected situation, right? You know, you have this Enigma offlane, he's doing the strategy that I've just explained. You then have that CK being, without any pressure, applying the fight bottom. And look at it, look at the Eidolon blocking the camp top lane. Like, this is the only reason why Brame can try lane, is the quirkiness of this Enigma in the offlane.
Another attempt. CK with body block. Stun come 2 seconds. Stun and Immersion tosses his buddy to the Ursa. He wanted to get the CK out of the way, but instead he tosses his friend. Afterlife, low on HP. 3 stick charges remaining. Stomanen comes from the other side. Body blocked in the trees. He does get another toxin for a bit of damage, but Focus picks up the second kill already. And Spartan will get traded off. Immersion finds recovery. He might find a second one. It's a split kill and a scream in the darkness in the woods. As it's suddenly 2 for 2.
Good old Viper off lane, right?
Yep.
You apply so much pressure and it does so
Look
much.
at the dive. Top lane. Soneko and Dream just not getting any respect to this Enigma. This is exactly what you do.
He's now on the tower though. He's lived.
He lives. Soneko takes a lot of damage, but this is exactly what you do against an Enigma. Is you push the wave, you dive on the tower. He can't do anything. He can't do absolutely anything there. So I love that they actually utilize the weakness of the hero in the early 3 levels. Close. Not a kill, but definitely punishes this Enigma a lot. He's gonna have to spend some money on regen. What does he buy? Boots of Speed. No regen.
Go quick. Vroom,
Just
vroom.
a mango. Okay.
He's just playing off his Eidolons at this point. He's hoping not to be in kill range. And also, I think if he dies here, he won't really care too much. So having a little bit of movement will be good.
It will, yeah. Somewhat.
And this is where Lift to Win, they are trying to play on the idea of win the lanes, offset Brame's ability to get to that strong timing, and then just collapse the map with the Ember plus the Tiny running around. And Lifesteal will eventually be your tower damage dealer. But again, I keep wanting to echo this. It is such a big... It's like Game 2 flipped. Live to Win have the exact same philosophy as Brame did in Game 2, but now with just more aggressive heroes, but with less tower damage.
What about this mid matchup? How do we actually assess the situation with the Ember Spirit and the Earth Spirit? All spirits have a lot of mobility. They all have escape mechanisms. They have their ways of getting in and out.
Well, okay, that's the key thing there. You said in and out. Ember can get in and out. Earth Spirit, he gets in. If he misplays, he's stuck in until he has max boulder, rolling boulder, and it's on a 4-second cooldown. So that's why you see, I think the key thing here is that level 6, Ember Spirit can go gank quite easily, whilst Earth Spirit, it needs to be like the perfect tower dive into then TP initiation.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's awkward to play your level 6 or level 7 early rotation on an Earth Spirit, not connecting the roll and then being in like, okay, boys, how do I get out? Miss the roll and then you're in an awkward spot yourself. The action rune taken away by Immersion allows him to make a rotation back to bottom with that speedy little pebble boy. Spartan and Focus under the tower. Dodges 3 of the Fire Spirits as Spartan wants to throw at his own feet. Doesn't connect with the damage there. Top lane. I actually have to say, I kind of like this Null Talisman on Enigma. I never build Null Talismans myself.
Yeah.
It's just regen into kind of like just using your abilities and going back and going in and out. So you can keep up your farm with regen. But this Null Talisman, I guess it gives a bit of extra survivability and a tiny bit of extra to it. Now, however, top lane rotation by Wish onto Soneko. And a kill for the Enigma.
What have we here?
Yeah, so in regards to the null, it's the Tiger was doing it on Liquid, where it's just for the mana regen. You don't really want to go Soul Ring anymore, and it gives you, like you said, a little bit more tankiness. Some players go double null, some players just go one null.
Big trouble here. Stamana and Wish applying the pressure. Malefice roll just comes off cooldown, but Soneko moves in between to help his friend, so the Lifestealer lives. And yeah, I also like the idea that the Soul Ring might just be an item that might undergo some changes as well. Coming patch or so. However, Archer's Dive needs to be used by Spartan, needs to get to safety. 4 stacks of poison. It's not going to be enough to kill him, but another Toxin. It's not going to do enough damage for a kill.
Have you seen this Enigma's quick buy, by the way? Hold on, let's watch Focus get going.
Yeah,
first. Hold on.
Yeah, I saw the mana boots at least on the Enigma for now. Ursa, she's out.
Oh, he changed it. Okay. For
What
about
was
a
he
minute
saying?
or two, he had an AC tapped in, and I was like, Skylark, mate, I don't think this is your big timing that you want to hit there, Chief. I didn't want to say anything about it, but I'm happy that he did quickly tap away from it.
Throwing in a bit of spice and memes. Who was the... okay, I think it's a quick courier on Skylark. And this tower... They're going to get this tower really easily now because you just can't defend it. You really just can't defend it as Brame. Especially with the Enigma. You're just going to have to let this tower fall. But the... who are the support players? There's a few of them who always fill their quick buy with 8 Obses or 8 Sentries. I think Misha was one of them.
Yeah. the best one is HFN K3, the Brazilian player.
Oh,
He
yeah,
would always
Hector.
have like a rapier. No.
Oh,
That's
HFN,
K3.
yeah.
HFN.
HFN, yeah.
He always has like rapiers or something tabbed in, and like if he ever dies, he'll have like a manta tabbed in. He will die, instantly becomes a rapier. He's like, I want out. But now he's a much better lad. Oh, dude, I love HFN. I really like. He's the type of player where if COVID didn't hit, you know, he may have been, you know, so amazing in the TI circuit, but unfortunately, kind of been stuck in the SA region where it's not been too good during COVID, unfortunately.
Yeah. This tower is slowly chipped down. 200 HP. He's at deny range right now. Skylark's got 3 Eidolons for himself. He's got the damage advantage to deny this. Does he get it off? Those are the big questions. Soneko applies some pressure. Black hole! Okay, might just be enough to kill this lifestealer. It's gonna be a close one. Does he? No, he's microing the Eidolons onto the CM. He's gonna kill the Soneko CM at least, but could have killed the lifestealer there. It would have been a really close one, but it would have been enough. At least he gets a CM, gets to defend his tower. He's got Wish here to help him out. Maybe this was just a big brain play. Roll in. Oh, he gets the rage off just in time. 60 HP remaining. What's happening at the river? Spartan's getting caught by FN. Lifestealer gets out.
Oh, he's going for him.
Oh, he's still. Oh, okay. I was like, where's my camera going? But he did go for Dream.
He had the vision with the observer wood, so he just instantly went in.
All this chasing going on, not only does this kind of hinder the lifestealer a little bit because he's been out of lane for quite some time, he also ends up dying.
Well, I think the key thing though, even though lifestealer dies, and you know, like you just mentioned, his net worth isn't too great. Look at the tower game right now. You know, Live to Win are pushing top and bot, soon to take both, and that's going to be a big influx of gold.
It's a big advantage that they can definitely apply right now is the towers.
Yeah,
Brame really can't defend them, especially Phoenix level 4, no threat of the egg. CK has a stun, Earthspirit has a stun and some early damage that is good to kill supports.
But if Earthspirit comes into play...
Skylark is dead. Neko is falling as well at the same time. They're looking for the kill on this Viper who tries to kill off CK, will get the kill on Stomanen.
Oh, Spartan steals the kill. That's 220 gold that could have gone to your position 1 or 2, but Spartan's like, yup, that's mine. Thank you, Chief.
That's my
Moving
money.
on quickly.
But at least, on the positive side, he also gets a lot of that much-needed XP to hit that level 6, because Phoenix Egg is really their important defensive key for holding, well, the remains of their towers, basically. Top tower is already gone. At least for the big mid-fight.
Yeah, and this is Live to Win trying to utilize the type of lanes that they had. They were able to apply pressure. We haven't seen the true effect of the CK realistically. Level 4 running around the map. Immersion's level 6. Look at that kill threat he has. Immersion actually walks through the jungle. Doesn't even look at the CK. Just throws him up in the air, walks through him and goes, oh, was that a position for... Oh, didn't see you there. Sorry, buddy.
Alright, let's give some screen time for our tiny player Immersion. 404. Part of 8 of the 9 kills in 10 minutes on this tiny. He is
Active.
less than 600 gold away from a Blink Dagger. He is like the most active hero on the map right now. Those early kills he got in the lane, kind of like through a semi-accident with the Ursa dropping low and also killing off the Phoenix.
Well, he is the team's only stun, so he has to be present.
Even more important. They're smoking towards bottom, though. That is Brame. Targeting the Viper, targeting Soneko. The tower's already taken down, but they can find a revenge kill. CM's not the best target, but it's a kill, nevertheless. Trying to scoop around. Viper's still somewhere in the lane. Soneko absolutely love this positioning, even though there's smoke. He doesn't know they're there. The roll comes out, connects onto Afterlife. Kick backwards. Stomanen connects with the stun. And here comes Soneko to the back as well. Nakatize comes through. CM ulti does a decent amount of damage to CK in big trouble here. And here comes FN to follow up as well. The chains comes through. Wish his roll doesn't go anywhere. He's got a regen rune, but he needs to get out, but it's going to get blocked by FN once again. He's got another Remnant trying to go in front of Wish, but he's trying to keep himself alive as well as Focus is droning him very hard here. Wish just go back in, looks for the roll, gets the stun connection. The Fairy Fire comes through as well. He's 18 HP, finally dies. And Soneko, you have a chance to get a double kill as a support, but no, he can't get either one and FN's coming back with a buyback. He's gonna get one. He's gonna find focus. Can he get to Wish? He's got 7 seconds for Remnant. 1 second. Slate of Fist.
Slate.
No! He
so
misses. He misses. Oh, the buyback.
As soon as Ember died, I just glanced up at Ember's icon. I saw that gold trim on his respawn time. I saw the Remnant. I was like, my man FN, you want to hit a fat buyback and try and get a cheeky double? And he did. Oh, so close there. So close. But just the aggression coming out it's beautiful to see.
One of those moments when your core buys back, and it was a perfect one to use it as well. FN really giving the entertainment. Sadly, didn't get the second kill. He got one, so he got a tiny bit of money back, though. He has a Javelin lined up. Did he just finish a Maelstrom? By the looks of it, he did, because, well, not finish a Maelstrom, finish the Mithril Hammer, more to say. The stun on Afterlife, though, went top. The CK ulti comes out. The Black Hole from Skylark. They're going to secure the Viper kill. And Brame, do they actually get to siege a tower? Because at the same time, Live to Win, they're pinging mid. So you either decide to attack or defend. I don't think they have time for both. FN's already pushing mid.
They should probably just trade here. They just expended Black Hole. They're so close to having a Vessel on Wish. I think if they can maybe get the Vessel on the Earth Spirit in time, they might look to defend. You can see Wish quickly trying to farm something. He's like, please, just give me the farm. All right, the Vessel's now complete. They can start trying to bully this Viper. The top net worth Viper will just fall if the Vessel comes into play.
FN, very aggressive walk onto the high ground here. Remnant himself back. That mid tower will fall at the hands of Dream. Immersion has been sitting here for who knows how long. I'm not sure if he's even AFK, but he TP's out. He was revealing some teleports a moment ago. FN, a roll from Wish. Doesn't actually go in with it. Just a regroup and go.
Yeah, I'll regroup and go. Oh, mate, my brain just stopped working then for a second. That is scary. Oh, God. I was trying to say the regroup and go. My God. And I was just going. I was speaking to all the babies in Twitch chat. That was baby language for you. Very diverse caster that I am.
Are you? You're all right, T. Don't worry. Don't worry. We good. We Gucci here.
This is a family stream. Don't worry.
It is.
We don't say the bad words.
Net worth lead for Live to Win. Let's go from there. We have our Ursa squeezing in between. Battle Fury is getting closer as well. A few hundred gold short. This is, though, an Ursa farming item, though it's an Ursa damage item as well, because it does...
Immersion, the blink reveal, onto Wish.
Big. If they can get this Wish kill, that's a big one. Yeah, FN comes in as well. That's going to be a secured kill. One of the most aggressive heroes from Brame killed, allowing Live to Win to get those waves in.
Yeah, and this is still recovery mode. This is the type of... Like, the game might look Live to Win favored, but it's still about buying time for Brame. They just need to get to those items, like I mentioned during the draft. The Earth is going for the Battle Fury. If he can then maybe get to the BKB on top of that, suddenly he's unkillable in the game. Same for Enigma. Once he gets to a Blink Dagger, the only person he has to be careful about is Tiny, because he'll always be able to connect that black hole. And right now for Live to Win, they're a lineup that has hit their cheap items. They have the Aegis on Viper, the Blink on Tiny, soon Maelstrom on Ember. They're ready to fight and pressure the map right now. That's why they have a 4K lead, is because they're playing deep into that Radiant jungle, forcing the map to be much smaller, and Brame having to share, these resources quite, between a few of their heroes. So if Live to Win can continue this, maybe they can actually break down the idea of Brame's draft, because they never get to their item timings. But it's always a hard game plan if your execution and your win conditions about
CK
that.
ulti bait. Let's say they get
Great
the bait
bait
through. Absolutely perfect. The egg comes through. Dream instantly turns his attention towards the egg, and here comes Skylark, but he's not no black hole. He was relying that Dream might actually be afraid of the black hole and walk away. And he got the egg. He walked himself to security. FN still dealing damage. Skylark gets the toss from him. Actually, Immersion gets the toss on the Enigma. And he will die before he actually gets his black hole cooldown. It comes off now. You don't have the mana for it. Will lose his life for it. Stamon and also dead. 3 for 2 so far. Immersion cancels the roll from Wish. He's got another one in a second. This will be Live to Win, allowing the Earth Spirit to escape from this one. It's a victory for LTW.
That's the type of fight where they can't fight with the Ursa because he's still trying to get Battle Fury. Just completes it now. But you really need to wait for all your key spells. When you're behind in map control, naturally that's going to be vision as well. You need to make sure that you bring everything to the fight. So the fact that they tried taking that fight, Immersion does die. The fact they tried taking that fight for 20 seconds on Black Hole could have been risky.
That is.
Like, they could have just crushed the fight, right? Like you literally said it during the play-by-play. You're like, imagine if they had Black Hole here, Egg is covered. They killed the Lifestealer, the game's favored, but they tried to go for a bit more. They tried.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Like, you see Enigma without a Blink Dagger, he's obviously going to walk into Black Hole. He thought that mental pressure would be enough, but the Lifestealer, he didn't want to move. He's like, I'm staying right here. I'm going to destroy this egg no matter what. And then he realized there's no Black Hole coming out, so he felt very comfortable just going all the way.
It's like, wait, guys, did we time Black Hole? Oh, we did. Wait, we still got another. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Easy.
But that's the confidence of a player. You see, like, yeah, there's no Black Hole, no risk, no worries. Focus. FN high on his heels, steering chains. Nasty amount of damage. 13 TT. Doesn't have an ulti available, but there's the egg. And there comes the Black Hole, connecting on the Lifestealer, but it's going to get cancelled by Immersion. However, the egg stun is going to be enough, so Neko dropping low and falling. Immersion also very low on HP. The CM does come with a buyback into this fight. Focus has already fallen. Afterlife is just punishing Phoenix at the same time. And Dream comes in. He's got a nice little stack here. Immersion, beautiful 3-man. Avalanche comes through as well from Immersion, and Wish will fall. Live to win.
Styling right now.
They're running over them right now. This is a massacre.
The one stun that Live to Win has is hitting literally everyone.
Absolutely everyone.
Oh.
Again, like, you're right. I can't add up to that. They have one bloody stun in their entire draft, and it's doing all the work for them.
It's doing all the work, indeed. Oh, mate, that is
such a big
I
advantage.
gotta say, props to Immersion. He is having a really good game, and they are just at the throats of Brame the entire time. We've not seen this Ursa be able to really build up his lead. He is playing up in the same kind of quadrant as the rest of his team.
Focus. Gets his ulti off in time. The combo from Immersion doesn't really do any damage. Team on the bottom. They found FN.
They perfectly chain stunned him down there. He had the Remnant out, but with the CK Chaos Bolt and then the double roll, they were able to actually kill him there. Very good punish of the over-aggression.
They're attempting to bait with the CK illusion. Again, it works 2 out of 2. Phantasm for a bait.
It's so hard though, because like in the game, how quick pace it is. Unless you're smoked, you just don't. Is it real? Is it not? Do you think he's using his illusion like this? Is he not farming with it? So, respect to keep trying to kill it as if it's real, but CK just playing really well, just getting this vision with his ultimate.
Skylark's. Did he realize his smoke popped? Is he still baiting?
Maybe.
Where's the backup? He is baiting. It's gonna be a trap Immersion. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that.
Curse the cast, man. The curse to cast.
The curse the cars.
The cast
curse the cars. Here, at the same time, the egg's gone. Okay. Never mind. Egg's instantly destroyed. CM ulti comes through. Wish all alone by himself, trying to get the cancel on the CM. He can't get it through, but the Magnetize is dealing a decent amount of damage. An infest on Dream to get himself some extra HP back. So Neko dies. Stomanen. Bounties, I guess. Just trying to get out. World of Atos into the face. Enigma is pulling.
Oh, he got the bounty though.
He got one. Skylark finds another. Stomanen taken down by FN in the end. Well, a bit of money at least, and Brame, well, they haven't lost any towers, to be honest, in the last few minutes. They might be losing hero kills, but they're also approaching their item timing, so, well, even if Focus dies here...
His team is coming, he has ultimate.
Yep, Skylark, yeah, he's trying to bully them here.
Oh no, Immersion, we literally just praised you and you just died twice in a row. That truly is a curse to cast, a cast to curse.
Yeah, curse the cars.
The curse to cars. I love how I kept saying it, and I was literally convincing my brain, dude, just mate, you're acing that. You're telling the people what they want to hear, and then I was like, you just said it. I was like, wait a second, silly. That's not the word. Oh.
You were saying curse the cars, and I was saying curse the cars.
I know. Yeah, it was beautiful.
Oh.
And Immersion now, he is, after having such a great start, those couple deaths, it just gives a little bit of breathing room for Brame. And that's what I mentioned about Live to Win's lineup, where they need to be punishing the entire time. If they start misplaying some of their pickoffs and giving that extra couple camps, that ancient unlock, or even a kill, suddenly Brame might feel a bit more confident. Like, we can't forget, BKB's on the cause of Brame. It changes this game entirely. So, great play from Live to Win so far, but their execution is somewhat falling off a little bit, where this room might be a little bit too much.
Let's see where the limit goes. Phoenix reveals himself in mid. We've got a lot of live to win heroes. Only one tower has fallen on the live to win side of the map. That is the top tier 1 tower very early on into the game. Still,
The rune of regeneration.
Brame has that high ground defense advantage. Like they had in game 2. That high ground is super scary to go up against. But can they keep it up for now? However, live to win smoked up. Spartan will pop the smokes. Needs to get out of there. Focus is also trying to disengage. Still got some enemies behind him. Toss comes through. Open wound slow. Now they should be able to catch up and close in the gap. Focus, he's trying to get out. Really wants to save it. The black hole from Skylark beautifully connecting on 3. The CML to the high ground. They're going to take down 1. Can they take down Dream? Yes, they will. Afterlife is also low on HP, and Focus survives. And they're going to take down Afterlife. Soneko's dying as well. Brame, they're doing it. They take down 4. And going on FN for at least getting this Ember Spirit out of the way. Brame, absolutely fantastic defense coming in from them. Taking down 4. Maybe looking for the full team wipe, but they cannot quite close in on this Ember Spirit. Nevertheless, Skylark, whenever your team really needs you, the Enigma Black Hole comes through, saves the day, keeps Brame fighting and alive.
Bloody disgusting, mate. Like, oh, I really wanted to say that during the play-by-play, but I thought I'd give you, you know, the clipped moment. But my God, yeah, like the over-aggression from Live to Win, they really forced their hand, and then guess what? The Enigma has a Blink Dagger, surprise! And then bang, 3-man Black Hole, layered on top of the egg. It's great. Good stuff.
Talking about, like, overall, I'm getting worried a little bit because Brame is causing me to find new frequencies, because usually I go lower. Now I'm just going higher and higher. It's like, what's going on? Like,
oh my God, that's amazing.
They know me as the guttural caster because I always go really low, but now I'm going the other way around. So is that a sign? Is that a signal? I don't know. Roshan is going down. Live to win.
This is really important though. The fact that Live to Win are able to instantly get Roshan after this, there is no black hole, there is no egg. You might argue, could Brame maybe have instantly ran to Roshan? The Ursa was pretty healthy, maybe they could have just equally tanked it and just tried taking it, but alas, they didn't. So now Live to Win, they have the Aegis advantage. They are going to have to eat through this next black hole.
Stoman, and if he only insta-TP'd right away, he would have actually gotten away, but that 4-second stun, well, he's gonna die, and his TP's on cooldown.
And there's a very small window now that Live to Win can try and at least either obtain a tier 2 or continue chaining pickoffs. With CK dying bottom, if they kill Enigma top, it's going to keep buying them more time to at least decide what type of fight they want to take. Because when these spells are up, it's going to be very difficult unless Immersion has that perfect positioning.
Yep.
Oh, Skylark is just going to die top lane.
Soneko's just ruthless with that CM ulti. We'll drop it down without a second thought. But that's a dead Enigma. Slightly punished for the... slightly punished with money. That BKB is not going to be ready just quite yet. Needs a little bit more. CK Axe closing up. Well, not closing up. Still 3 more parts to go. Wish has an E-Blade almost ready. Magical damage is really the source. How far? This is the question, actually. How far can magical damage actually take you in this game as Brame?
Well, if you think about how they're taking the fight, right? It's going to be a big black hole with the Maledict. You pair that with an E-Blade on top of that, magic damage amp will rip through these heroes. It doesn't matter if you have a BKB or you have that Rage.
You mean the Midnight Pulse?
Yeah, sorry, Midnight Pulse, yeah. So Midnight Pulse, then you pair the Wish E-Blade on top of the black hole damage alone. Maybe Enigma goes Ags as well. Like, it's all about bolstering up the damage of that big play. And then the Phoenix as well. Yeah, I like the idea of it. And simply because of the black hole, it scales throughout the entire game. Because like I said, if you're in black hole, you can't get off your defensive spells.
Focus spotted on the dire side of the map. BKB, teleport out, no Basher. Well, that's a 10-second BKB on cooldown for farming 2 camps in the enemy jungle.
Radiant's bottom tower is being attacked.
An opportunity here. FN revealed. Nice roll from Wish. Will find the connection on the Earth Spirit. FN very low on HP. The stun from Stomanen. it doesn't take too long. That CK stun duration seems to be the key. If they can connect stun from stun to another stun, looks like anything is possible here for Brame.
Well, they have the perfect overlap.
They do.
So if he rolls in and connects with a 1 second stun, you pair that with a 3+ second stun from CK, that instantly is going to lead you to that perfect chain stun of, you know, at least 5 seconds of lockdown. That's an immense amount of damage you can also pump out during that time.
Yeah.
I think FN though, him dying in the spot lane now twice in the last 10 minutes, it is putting a bit of a thorn in Live to Win side where they can't outright be aggressive. But we've also got to like period of the game, where Brame, they have their cooldowns up again. So Live to Win, they can't just overwhelm in an area, because we just saw that in that kind of top engagement, the big black hole. Guess what? Game changes. So Live to Win are playing very cautious now. They are very scared. But with the Aegis, maybe they try.
Radiant's top tower is being attacked.
Enigma's 400 gold short from BKB. 400. 400 to being completely uninterruptible, except for the Lifestealer having a basher now. If he gets the Abyssal, that means, well, Enigma, if he wants to opt to Linken's, he's completely unbreakable, so to say.
Dire's bottom tower is being attacked.
They can go through, but they are pushing high ground. Not giving any chances here. The Rod goes through, but the Phoenix able to hold his ground, keeping himself alive. Can't go that deep. Blade comes through. Lifestealer very low on HP. Another kick, 700 HP. That Aegis is about to fall. Immersion. Oh, that's a big one. Immersion fakes out the egg. Wish goes in for the roll in. Bit of damage out, but Wish is already dropping. Skylark more, but he's got a 3-man black hole, but it is going to be enough. The Aegis is out, the CM is dead, FN is not inside it. The Aegis will run out, and Dream comes in for round number 2. That's your black hole, but can they do it? They're doing a lot of damage on Dream. The stun comes out from CK, Dream's going to fall, and the Lifestealer's dead. And just like that, Live to Win, they need to disengage. They need to get the heck out of... The Spider Legs runs out on the low ground. Afterlife getting stunned up again, and Focus just jumping in with the Sursa. And he's delivering the hate right onto the hands of the Viper. Soneko coming in as well with the CM respawning into this fight with a PK, with a buyback. And Afterlife, with the help of FN, they clear out Focus, they clear out Stomanen, and Live to Win. With the help of the CM, they're still able to have a fighting chance.
Radiant's top tower is under siege.
What a fight again. Holy 3 for 4 with a buyback. It's still for Brame's advantage, but only with a slight.
Barely. Very barely. Oh, look at FN though. This is my key takeaway. Look at what his quick buy is now. It's like, guys, how do we stop this black hole? All right, we need Abyssals, all right? Lifestealer, get an Abyssal. Ember, get an Abyssal. Tiny, I don't care. You're someone, please. We need an Abyssal right now. These black holes are too annoying. And think about this fight. If the only reason it nearly kind of went even was because of the idea that Lifestealer had the Aegis. He did eventually waste it, but that the resources used to kill him twice allowed for that constant fight to come out from Live to Win. And if they have some black hole cancel, it might allow Live to Win just an easier way to just siege the high ground, because Skylark jumps in, guess what? Your Ember's positioned well, or your Lifestealer's positioned well, you're instantly taking away the Skylark factor. But dude, this next upcoming fight is going to be so hype, especially if Lifestealer gets his Abyssal Blade complete, and then they start offering up the Viper as the bait, then I can see Brame having difficulties. But
and honestly, you're going to have to keep your eyes open. If these team fights break loose, FN, if he's not in the black hole, if he is able to bash with a Slate of Fist, if he's able to bash a black holing Enigma with a Slate of Fist, that is top level RNG. You can't pray for better. He's the man in the front line right now. 25 seconds for black hole to be off cooldown. CK ulti is also on cooldown for another 40 seconds. And Brame, they're happy to hold the turtle defense.
Live to Win have done a really good job though. After their fight top where they got 3-man black hole and the game kind of went back even, taking away that Aegis, giving themselves more time, they've been able to build up another 9k lead. And this is where Brame, they're like, okay guys, we need to fight. We have black hole back available. There isn't that Abyssal Blade complete right now on the Lifestealer. Sure, there's a basher, but that's not going to help you.
Trying to find a fight right next to their base. I think this is also really important that...
And Roshan, might respawn in 50 seconds. If this is a quick respawn from Brame, they get a big black hole and then instantly pivot into Roshan. Ooh.
Yeah, it's another extra, maybe an extra 5 minutes. Technically added to their pool. Immersion blinks out before Wish and Spartan get the catch. Wish is still going in. All right. technically he can. He's got very, very speedy rolls. Very long, very, yeah.
This is one of those moments where, because of top lane, they were able to identify that most likely a smoke is occurring. The catapults were hitting the tier 3, and then Immersion, he kind of senses it, blinks out, and then is able to dodge that gank. So yeah, it's very good just mini-map awareness coming out from Live to Win. And it is just going to boil down to when Roshan is going to spawn. In 7 seconds, we'll know exactly when the game-deciding fight, in my opinion, will occur. In
Skylark.
40 seconds.
Did you see that bottom? Did you see that bottom? Oh, that sounded so wrong. Oh. Did you see Skylark in bottom against
No, I didn't.
That was just as an avalanche, and Enigma was at max range in the trees trying to get Malefice off and just cancelled. If he got that stun through, they would have won.
Sorry, yeah, it's so close, but Skylark survives. It sets up for the big fight. That's what we care about right now, Panda. It's the big fight.
Smart pops the spot. Oh, he's going to have to react really fast on this one, but he's not going to get the save. The egg goes out the black hole. They're going to cape the save. They only catch the tiny. It's not a good one at all. They're all just out. The stun on the tiny, but this is a turnaround opportunity for Liv to win. They might have lost one, and here they go, full strength. The Infest, FN is also there. They're going to get the Ursa. He's going to have to pop his ult. He gets the stun onto FN. They're man-binding in the middle of the triangle, going into Seneko. The CM ulti comes through as well, and that BKB should run out from focus, and it's out. 2 heroes gone, 3rd hero gone, as Stomanen falls at the hands of Dream with the DD rune. Out of all things, FN versus Wish. Wish looking for the kill, but that Viper is just throwing these crazy right clicks from the other side, and air support has definitely arrived in this fight. 4 heroes gone. Black Hole, not the best one today. Live to Win might just have a chance in winning this game right here, right now, if they go quick.
And that is the story of Brame's draft, right? It's, if they hit the Black Hole, the fight is devastating. If they miss it by the smallest of fractions, nearly getting that 2nd hero, but because they missed that 2nd hero, it completely allowed Live to Win to reset and capitalize on the lack of the big threat.
He's buying Refresher. He's bought the recipe. Yep, he might have to sell his mechanism. Just to get like the double black hole.
This game's all about Skylark. It's just Skylark v the world. If he hits the black hole, congratulations, Brame. You've won this best of 3. If he misses it, unfortunately, he's gonna have to face the repercussions. And Live to Win, they've got over the issues of, okay, maybe we're not able to do the damage, and they've got tankiness on the Viper. They've got that backline jump with the Ember now with the Shivas, the BKB. They are so ready to fight. And the start of that fight from Live to Win was also quite sloppy. The tiny jumps in. He accidentally tosses the Lifestealer, allowing the Phoenix Egg to go off. That should have been a clean, instant Spartan death, especially because Live to Win was smoked. They got into the high ground area. So a poor execution to start the fight from Live to Win, but then the missed Black Hole turns it around. This game is Live to Win favored, but still, like, this Black Hole threat is present. Just, if he can hit it, maybe. 3rd age is going the way of Live to Win, though.
This game
doesn't care.
This game is literally bonkers. Viper finds Spartan with the spider legs. Dream is there. Abyssal Blade goes through onto the Earth Spirit. Followed up by Immersion. He's got the E-Blade. He's keeping himself alive. Focus. Gets a bit of hits onto Dream. 800 HP down. Still has an Aegis. Spartan has an egg. Afterlife. Look at those hits go. Icarus dive. Going aggressive. Pops the egg. They're going to use the Infest. They're going to go straight at him. Looking for it. Skylark can't get to save his body. He doesn't have mana for the black hole. He didn't have it there. But they're still going to be able to fight this through. The Viper owns the whole Icarus as well. And Skylark, he's getting his blink is being cancelled the whole time. He can't go in. He wants to, but he cannot. And now he needs to save himself. The buybacks are coming through. The black hole, though, connects on FN and trying to take down the Ember Spirit. Not going to happen. The Abyssal Blade cancel comes through. And all buybacks. Every single buyback comes through now. Ursa falling as well. Live to Win. They're crushing them on the high ground right now. Wish the GG comes out as well as Live to Win. They finally crush Brame inside their own base. They take the series 2-1.
Oh, Seneko, you ruthless individual, tipping Skylark at the very end of the game because he missed the most crucial black holes, the last 2, the one in the top outpost there and then just in the jungle. So Seneko, you are a ruthless tipper, pal. Christ. But anyways, this was a great game to watch in the idea of Brame. They knew how to win the game with the propping up the Enigma. They had a really nice draft and they hit the big spells, but they had to execute every fight really well to win this game. And unfortunately for Skylark, he hits one great black hole and then the next 3, he kind of whiffs. And because of that, Live to Win are able to capitalize on the lack of the black hole threat. If there is no black hole, they don't give a hoots about what Brame are bringing to the fight, and they get to roll over them. So a very, very close game, but unfortunately, just because of some poor execution in fights, we're not going to see Brame winning this series. But props to Live to Win. They were confident throughout this entire game. They were able to scale well. There was that one play where they gave Enigma this perfect black hole, but other than that, they punished really well. Emergent had a great start to the game, and because of that, it just propelled the rest of his team to really kind of just dominate. And this could easily have been a completely different story. We could easily be seeing Brame victory on the screen right now. But again, like I said, Brame's draft, it was built around perfect execution, and they unfortunately just whiffed it a little bit. But again, a really strong showing from Brame. But Live to Win, the eventual victors.
I also feel like if this was Brame's draft in game number 1, it would have totally worked out, because Live to Win, they were a bit off. They started slow. They started the series very slow, but as the games progressed, as they kept on going onward, they caught up. They kind of understood how we're playing this game, how Brame wants to play their game, what kind of emphasis on which lanes do they put, what is important to them, and understood the game plan perfectly. And also that this game 3 immersion, up to the point where he started dying, just secured that early game pressure for Live to Win single-handedly.
Look at the scoreboard. Are you showing the scoreboard right now?
I'm showing your face right now on camera.
Look at the scoreboard. Flick back to the scoreboard. Look.
You want to look at the Enigma's inventory?
Yeah. Skylark's like, I don't want to remember this game. Lads, it's already released. And I think that is the key thing. I think if you're Brame right now, going from a coaching perspective, you have to say, all right, guys, we lost the game. Doesn't matter. We had some bad fights. We missed some of our spells, but realistically, the game plan was there. We knew how to win the game. We just didn't execute on the day. So I think Brame, they need to shake off this game, bounce back for their next series against either Spider Pigs or Cascade, and then I think they're going to be in a good spot, because they had a really good showing in this series. Game 2, a little bit shaky. This game, very enjoyable to watch, but they need to be able to bounce back from this game for sure, because you need Skylark to be in a good frame of mind, especially when he's playing these big team fight winners. If he's not in there psychologically, then there might be some issues. But I think they're the type of lads that will be able to bounce back. So congrats again to Live to Win for winning this best of 3 and securing themselves into the playoffs.
Well, it's only going to be a few more minutes. As T just mentioned, our next series is going to be Cascade Esports versus Spider Pigs. Elimination on the line. The loser takes 4th seed out of the tournament. The winner gets to fight against Brame tomorrow in the decider match. But this one is the next one. So don't disappear anywhere. We only got a few minutes of a break. And of course, sponsored by Monster, the main sponsor here for this tournament here for BTS Pro Season, for Series Season 4 even. We're taking a tiny breather, and we'll be back with our next series.